Family, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever on a day. And welcome to the program Inside Saloon today. Now the then and now media empire where they broadcast live on Facebook. Me now na host and presenter Mohamed Kamara, we commonly known as Supermed. And today na Saturday, the 5th of June, 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Sierra Leoneans, today the program will get APC in the spotlight. So I believe say most APC supporters them, sympathizers them, well-wishers them, when I begin share this program immediately. They'll get hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of APC supporters them, now the diaspora, they will be able to watch this program live. And again, even Sierra Leoneans in general, we're going to watch this program live because we get very, very, I would say, VIP guests today on the platform. I will begin with the ladies and first. I will begin make a short introduction with the ladies and first. They say ladies first. Inside the platform today, we will get Madam Fatima Conte. Madam Fatima Conte is a social media activist and also a human rights activist as well. Then we get Mrs. Cassandra Actomi, when a key activist and somebody we're lacking Conte as well. Waiting up Tiranga one for Sierra Leoneans, them wherever they. Then we get Madam Mariatu Kamara, when are the secretary for the APC, the Dallas chapter in the United States. Himself now somebody where anything when a salon go on before, they make social and put you on help, put your own contribution for push salon go before. And now, let's move to the gents them. But today we're going to forget now this platform, for this particular program where now APC on the spotlight, we'll get Dr. Vinod Fuller. Dr. Vinod Fuller now one of the outstanding Sierra Leoneans them, where any Sierra Leoneans in day, it go there for make sure say help for bring them come together. His love for Sierra Leoneans and Sierra Leones knows no bounds. So very, very privileged for getting on the platform today. And we get today as well, Mr. Alfred P. Conte. We no know Mr. Alfred P. Conte. Mr. Alfred P. Conte now in the chief litigant. So the person where can go APC party in a court. So the chief litigant, Mr. Alfred P. Conte, get for deal with today. You know the case all they hear about the case, current case, where the first accused or the first defendant. So that's the first defendant by the case. Now the chairman and leader of the APC party, the former president Dr. Anes Baikoma. Then the second defendant, now the national secretary general of the APC party, where Ambassador Alhaji Usman Fode Yassane. And the third defendant, now the one on APC party itself. So the chief litigant by this case, now Mr. Alfred P. Conte, for joining me today. So ladies and gentlemen, as I say, we allow each that will hit the share button. Now get as many people as possible. We're going to watch this program live because, like as I say no more, today we get people and what we call VIP guests. And we at this platform, we always raise the bar as we tell no more. Despite people and when they try for delay, that's how they tell now. Recently, this particular what's also the broadcast right now a new platform na Facebook. Because waiting with the previous platform, we don't get so many attacks. People them even report with Facebook, they take up video them down. Some people they say oh, they instigate, or they blackmail with all kind of bad things to Facebook. So we're shocked why we program them, they take me down Facebook, but they interrupt all the broadcast. They'll go for contact Facebook, and Facebook tell we say, now this time they give them they take on a video them down and so on and so forth. So can you just imagine? Because we keep the conversation going, we bring Sierra Leoneans together, we talk about issues then, we're really pertinent to the country Sierra Leone. People then dim say they're not happy about them, so they go all out for bring we down, but they're not going to be successful. They go say then go delay we, but they're not going to deny we. The communication will continue. Conversation and with the they continue because we believe say this conversation now for the betterment of Mama Salone. We as Sierra Leoneans, not Boku, about just over 7 million Sierra Leoneans, we for able to get round table discussion. We learn for agree to disagree peacefully. We make a point let the general populace look into them and see, you know, if that point A then leg point B or point C. So why for the try for Dolen kind here for bring this platform, we don't stand tinganga one for all Sierra Leoneans na Salone as well as na the diaspora. So one telling people in the mission when they are not going to be successful as you see right now with the broadcast right now, a new page, and we don't make sure that this page is as secure as possible. So then it will be happy, not going to happen again. So ladies and gentlemen, fellow Sierra Leoneans, not hit that share button. And like what I said, we expect to guess them. Some of them don't join me already. Not to the all not join with, but we expect say them go join me ASAP. But the other don't join me first. We want to give them the opportunity for me to introduce themselves. Like what I said, they begin from the ladies then. Let's begin from Madam Mighty Kamara. Madam Mighty Kamara, you want to say hi to the to viewers them?
Hi viewers and listeners. Me na Mighty Kamara. I de Dallas, Texas. Me na secretary of APC Dallas, Texas, and me na member of the OB executive of 2023.
Thank you very much, Madam Mighty Kamara. And again, the same goes to Mrs. Cassandra Agtomi. Mrs. Cassandra.
Good evening or good afternoon. It depends on the parts of the world where you do. Mina Cassandra K to me. I just want to correct.
Okay, so yes.
Yeah, Cassandra K to me. Mina one of the diaspora coordinators then for Europe, and as well, Mina coordinator on the OB, the DH 2023. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Madam Cassandra K to me. Thank you very much. Welcome to the Then and Now Media platform. And the same goes to Dr. Vinod Fuller. Dr. Vinod Fuller, now say hi to Fambulen, please.
Fambul and listeners, as we are doing from Mr. Kamara, Mina Vinod Fuller, an activist of the APC party based in the UK, but more importantly, Mina the lead coordinator of Diaspora Hub, in short, DH23. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Dr. Vinod Fuller. And family, as I say, we'll get all that two outstanding guests them, where according to the latest information I get, then go January ASAP. But like I said, the show must go on. When in January, then go catch up from wherever they meet with. Mr. Vinod, Dr. Vinod Fuller, I want to go straight to you, sir. I mean, what's your understanding? Because what's in with the best on this particular conversation in our APC on the spotlight now about the previous ruling, we just don't come on a court. What's your understanding in relation to Mr. Alfred P. Conte and the APC party latest ruling, sir?
Well, the latest ruling is very simple. It's just like the first ruling. It states all the 160 APC executive members will constitute the chairman and leader, the Secretary General, NAC, the executive members have been disenfranchised in the sense that they say they never participate for go adopt the constitution. And therefore they. That is the ruling, simple interpretation. And at that, Alfred Conte go sick, who is the litigant, as you rightly mentioned, where to we own expression and views is utterly and absolutely wrong. And it is undemocratic.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Vinod Fuller. I mean, for that brief summary of waiting the last final way common accord, the last one common accord. And because the question of the talk today basically with the base on APC on the spotlight, because with APC party, we like a formidable party, where the main opposition party in Sierra Leone, don't they get several now the second court case, this the first one we know say then we get time with the NRM, then they be able to settle them out of court. So many other people them confuse this time around because this particular ruling not a full verdict yet for the case. They say this is a variation where the judge, the justice, Adrian Fisher be allowed, let the party go hold convention and come back, go meet and back in a court. Madam Cassandra, on that particular basis, there's some plenty APC supporters and members them and key stakeholders and say, well, that particular ruling itself is not very satisfactory because people they take and say the case not do it too. Then they go hold convention and again for come back to the judge. So that means that the fate then at the judge in hand. What's your observation to that, sir, Madam Cassandra?
Thank you very much, Supermed. First of all, I just want to say thank you for we invite we and for the good work we do. We see and we will continue for the come and the clear some situation and really come. So waiting, I want to say, first of all, the reason why we didn't go courts, not different issue can then go courts. Where Mr. Alfred Conte, we come with take the party to court for. But the surprise wake happen that the court if go talk about membership and legality on who that get right for vote or who that not for come or waiting, but not to that they go another court stay for. That's not the first thing where we for know. Not to that not be Alfred Conte in case we put. So when we see the courts go set aside, we the leaders them of the party and they want them also wait for come and vote. We don't day now the party for long. You know, that's not sending a good message. That's try for you know, it just show another thing, say, oh, why? It's like you jump from one place to another, you know. So that's not the thing where people all man gets questioning why that's we're not of that we go court for. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much, Madam Cassandra. Thank you very much for that salient clarification there. But before I go any further, ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome people in the chat room. Mr. Delwyn Thomas, all the way from Bogno, I think that is in Wales, and Madam Teresa Mansari, and so on and so forth. Mixer the Mixer, you're welcome to this platform. And again, now we continue for share, so that we get plenty Sierra Leoneans that will watch this particular program live. And before I go further, somebody asked Madam Mariatu Kamara, all the way from the United States. Somebody asked, say, what's in the diaspora hub? If you able to give some clarification, please, so that people can understand what's in the diaspora hub. Okay.
Thank you so much, Supermed, for giving the opportunity today for kind of on our platform. We really appreciate. The diaspora hub now. A new organization, I would say, where we lead on Dr. Fuller. And we, APC, within the United States and United Kingdom, come together for make sure so we put policies them and rules and regulations for come 2023. So we go get a leader where go be formidable and we go help for bring the APC back to power come 2023. It's like we try for bring new policies them where the new flag bearer will go emerge for lead the party come 2023, go help for develop Sierra Leone. So we, the APC, women, men, where we know say we party, now a very good party where they look forward to for bring Sierra Leone to waiting and it's by Kuroma, we now we own leader, where we know say walk na Sierra Leone. We believe say the leader we go take after Anes Kuroma, go make sure say Sierra Leone gets a better place. So the diaspora hub now an organization where we they try for bring women them, and I will take this opportunity for invite other people and from other diaspora, like other countries that we're not able to join it. I will use this platform for advocates for the diaspora hub say we they invite una contact we or una contact with leader Dr. Fuller when they're in UK. It will go a better idea for the diaspora hub come 2023. I will stop so far.
Okay, thank you very much, Madam Mariatu Kamara, all the way from the United States. I believe say possibly ask that question, they don't get a clearer answer. I know go be more clear than that. Now we go straight forward. I think we don't get somebody with join we at. I don't know if now Mr. Alfred P. Conte, I don't join we. Is that Mr. Alfred, sir?
I think a Fatma Tao.
Okay, we're not there give from the person yet. I think so. We get him back. Somebody join me, but we get him. I think you for unmute, yes. Would that join me? You don't unmute now. Say now. Would that join me? Hello, is that Mr. Alfred P. Conte? Okay, well, they get trouble for you. Give the post with Jen. We'll move ahead first.
And, let me just add to what the efficient member say, Madam Mariatu, about DH23.
Absolutely, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, Mariatu, don't say it.
So we get Sister Fatima on the platform.
Okay, sorry.
We'll move ahead first. And, let me just add to what.
Sorry, somebody's listening to the back. Okay, Dr. Fuller, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, the DA23, as just like my colleague stated, is very clear. It is a new organization, as Mariatu said. Well, it is independent. I want to emphasize this. It is a political party. I mean, it is independent, it's non-political. Well, we have sympathy towards the party because we are all APC party supporters. It is a global organization, not to only one country, just like what Mariatu said. America, UK, Canada, Germany, Finland, you name them, of nearly 10 countries. With DIMA, we get two objectives. One objective is to generate funds. We generate funds for the would-be presidential candidates of the APC party. The hub itself, not to support anybody. Any person the party choose or elect, and the person that one day with the hub they support and they raise funds for. And just like alluded to by Mariatu, efficiently put, we they map out policies then for we go inform the APC manifesto, or by and large will act as governance framework for the country when APC take power come 2023. So in that light, just for join hands with my colleagues say, we appeal to all and sundry. It is open to members. Una contact we if you want more details. Then we will explain to Una and embrace Una because it is for the interest of the party, and by God power will secure victory come 2023.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Fuller. I believe say the people we ask don't get a clear picture of what in the DH23 stand for. And it couldn't be more clear, I put more clear than that. And the two people we don't, when our key stakeholders at the DH23, will explain to we in detail. I think so one part we guess they don't join we back way in Madam Fatima Conte. Madam Fatima Conte, you maybe unmute yourself, make you say hello to family.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Fatima. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Hello.
Mariatu, how are you? Hi, Dr. Fuller.
How are you,
Okay,
Fatima?
Thank you very much,
Good,
Madam
thank
Fatima Conte. Like we are saying, a human rights activist and somebody as well with like when I true patriot Sierra Leonean. So we are also very, very grateful for get something on the platform. As I be say earlier on, say today we get very, very important guests on the platform. People them way they go up, we'll go up and down for do all kinds of things for make sure say salon business move forward. Madam Fatima Conte, again, you know another very key stakeholder at the APC party where they follow APC party up and down and everything. In relation to the latest happenings at the APC party, what thing are you take? What thing how you see things that go on? Because we don't get case after case. Now we'll get this current case with Mr. Alfred Pre-Conte and the latest variation will come up from Justice Fisher. What now you take?
Well, thank you, Supermed. And the take is, well, would it see, you know, the work within they happen, I still they try to talk to Alfred and some of the stakeholders and see, you know, there's always room for negotiation. But we still try, you know, to do that. And we hope is we still going to win and we'll go forward, you know, for the convention. You know, that's going to happen regardless, you know, of what. And Alfred too wants that. And I hope, you know, he will be here because I'm trying to text him. Yeah, and that's what we're trying to do. And that's my hope. And I think that's everybody's hope too.
Okay, thank you very much, Madam Fatima Conte. And again, we wait for the chief litigant, like we are saying, Brother Alfred P. Conte in January anytime soon. We hope we will January very, very soon because basically this conversation or this discussion, the whole in get for key part because like I say, now intake the party go na court. So plenty question and people want pose them towards Sam, make it clarify, make it give you own take of what's in the happen right now. But again, Madam Mariatu Kamara all the way from the United States. let me go back to the APC, because the discussion today is about APC on the spotlight. Una na key APC supporters and members then. If APC party get for face elections in less than 2 years, they get one winner local council election in 2022 and the general as well as the presidential election in 2023. What's in the reassurance where APC go able to give to their supporters them, the well-wishers them and members them? Say yes, the party really serious for make sure say them be a formidable of opposition. We're ready for takeover governance. When they see plenty ongoing things that they happen at the party, infighting, obviously case after court case. What's your reassurance we will give to family APC supporters them worldwide? Say yes, the party come the time, then go there in a position for be a formidable force for take back the reins of governance come the 2020 presidential and general elections.
Thank you so much, Melky. Now a very important question you ask me so, but I will take me time for explain to people and say APC na party we na grassroots party. And I really want to make Alfred Conte come because I feel where we party there at this stage, at this time, because I can take and say we party there in disarray. Because APC party at this time, we don't suffer a lot under the hands of this present government. So we be the expect say as a party, we for don't come together, move forward, and assure the people and say we're ready for work for the people of Sierra Leone. But Alfred Conte don't put we backwards in a sense that at this time, beaucoup of we within at the diaspora, we don't buy tickets. We people don't lost money. You understand? Because of this convention, we cancel. But again, at the appeal to Sierra Leoneans, them back home in the diaspora, make them not give up. Waiting do. We within at the diaspora, we they go all out for bring out things them where go make them believe say APC they come back 2023. I will give you one example where to make a believe say APC they come back 2023. When you talk to people in Sierra Leone, I go always tell people and say they really like APC party. Why? Because we know they segregate. They make sure say things them happen where we say we they do for Sierra Leoneans them. It take place we they do them. So do you and me are the big people them? Una make me stick to APC party. Una believe say we past governments we been there in power. Then do certain things them way take to the people them they enjoy them benefits then they. I was in Ceylon 2007 when IBK take power after Pakaba. We see the development will take place between 2007 to 2018 under the Anes by Kuma government. So if we come back 2023, and they assure us say we go do better things than that. I will stop so far.
Okay, thank you very much, Madam Mayatu Kamara. And the same question you go to Dr. Fuller. So people are asking, say, if APC not able to put their act together, how they go call on the people in the salon say, men and trust them for support them so that they will take over reins of governance in Sierra Leone come 2023, when then say able to put their own house in order. What's my response to that question, is, sir?
I think it's a very concerning point or question raised, observed by the people. It's very legitimate. And Alfred, don't add salt to injury, don't compound the situation. We believe, as a party people, we believe what we call equal opportunity, in which each member gets a legitimate chance to grow. So we believe, say, if you have issues with the party, you don't have to resort to court. So because of the current litigation, the current case within a court, that make people raise those concerns. But we did, by God in power, we go find ways and means for make we resolve the situation, because APC not averse to litigation issues, not to peace. There is always peace and there are always cases. But the point where DH20 believe is that if you're a litigant, if you're an APC member, and you believe in your popularity, you believe, say, yes, you get the support of the people, then you must not, and I'll use it, I'll emphasize the verb again, you must not take the party to court or go down to the path of seeking redress in court. It is vehemently against the rules, the norms, and principles of the party. And they take the party go beyond. But it always happens, even with other opposition parties. They have been to court in the past, but they're able to resolve the issues them and come back together, for example, SLP and win. So I believe, say, with being resolute, coming together as a team, bringing all the factions together, and that is the aim of DH23, Diaspora Hub. We're on the path to peace, to peaceful resolution. Hence the reason today we can share this platform with Alfred Conte. And I pray, say, and hope, say, Alfred will come and join we, because these are concerning issues. Because the one way cause the problem, just like what my colleagues alluded to. Now, cause all of this problem we get with people raise concerns. We need for ASCAM today, or find ways how we're going to resolve this matter. Going to court is not the best way possible. For us, as far as we are concerned, taking the matter out of court is the best way to bring the party back as one and to secure victory from 2023. But we will never give up. We will not be deterred by any detractors. We will prevail by God in power.
Okay, thank you very much. I believe, say, I hope, say, like what you said about Mr. Alfred P. Conte go join me anytime soon. We still await for, I will not send him numerous message, as he promised, say, go there with me today. So we hope, say, yes, he will join me very, very soon. So we'll continue with the conversation, because we'll move to Madam Cassandra, because Madam Cassandra, I'm meant to believe that now I've been part of the communication team with Alfred before he began that term, because there's allegation made by Mr. Alfred himself, say people will be negotiated with and they don't do them in true faith, because I think the client say make them go all meet in a party office when I be Sunday, despite be get the clients from the party secretariat say yes, they can all meet, they will be see that they will be take place there. One live for the benefit of the people who watch this program live now and people who go for subsequently watch them in thousands. Please make you clarify, make you explain to me what's in the conversation will be take place between you now as DH23 will be try for mediate between Alfred and the party. What's in the organized, what's in the agreement on be get. And Madam Cassandra, for meet yourself, man.
Thank you very much, Supermed. Thank you very much. Well, we comrade Alfred and we began for come together and let we talk with him. The reason being is the DH23, we not only there for collect money or gather money or whatever, but we get different departments there inside the DH23 where now a useful department them way go push the party go before tomorrow when they come or when they look back for any help. So we don't hold several meetings them and people let me they complain at the meeting and they like they get issue, they come and say, oh, we they do this, we they do that, but now the party they into court case and they into this, into that. What we for do because we get the strategic unit now we hope as well and everything. So we become together as as members of the APC, lovers of the APC, people that will believe in the APC party, we come together and then we say, okay, well, let we go back and try for know this issue. And let we know. So we try for, we lead coordinator with Dr. Fuller in try for go and work possibility. We'll go able to meet up with the both parties name. But first, we asked the leadership of the party, which they agreed. The leadership, they agreed and we are willing. Because, you know, APC, na party way, na dialogue party, we believe in we safe. We believe when we sit down as a family and discuss issue. Because now the only way that we go forward. So then we give it the okay, say, no problem, Alfred, now we come with. As long as, if we're able to engage them, then they don't have any problem with that. They will make themselves available. And now on that we go on. So, and we get a meeting with Mr. Alfred where we all come at the platform together and discuss. And what it happened where me not be fine, really nice for him as a comrade. We come for this one issue, as I say, APC na party. It not be clear to me, not even tell we say it a travel. That's the first thing. It not even put unto we say, I'm going to travel in 2-3 days time. No, nothing like that. You know, waiting. It just tell we, it give we the hope. Now so me go see him. It just give we say, no problem. We go talk, we can talk and waiting them that we come to waiting for a conclusion. We say, okay, we come to the platform with her and we discuss with her. We discuss with him and we agree, and he agree, say, okay, he go, in our mind, forget a meeting. In fact, if now me even go and ask and say, from when you begin this, you trend, yeah, where you did on so you begin this, you don't ever engage the leadership of the party itself, you know, it be a little bit annoyed or whatever, I say not to put liquor or whatever, or this or that. I tell and say, no, not to that, I try for see. We APC party, if anything they happen, we leadership open, go and build your case. Present yourself, present your case, let you really respond where they get from them. But moving forward, we conclude the meeting day and we say, okay, open to dialogue. So we say, okay. So we lead coordinator and me, we try to make the calls then to the leadership. And then we are ready, then ready, they agree. So, and then Mr. Fuller go ahead for engage Alfred, you know, and wait, tell Alfred the time. So Alfred we don't agree for Sunday, but I think at the time they try for put together. Dr. Fuller not be know about that. Alfred go, they travel the next day. Dr. Fuller called me and one witness where Dr. Fuller called and tell me, say, he said, Cassandra, he said, I'm trying to reach with Sec-Gen. He said, because I just talked to Alfred. Alfred said, he don't write letter. Mr. Jansen, they don't reply him. Now I say, hey, he said, yeah. Now I say, okay, let me try for call them. So I try for call me, with secretary. We were not able to get them. So I try for relate the call to another person. We are able to get them fast. So then we able to get the secretary, and then Mr. Fuller engage him. So, and then Mr. We secretary say, no, I don't get no letter from them. So Mr. Fuller try for call and Alfred back, and he relates the information. He tell him, he say, Alfred, we Dr. Ambassador Usman Hassan, say they don't get no letter from you. You know, he try for he get Alfred back. We call Alfred even for the time of the meeting, for let we just confirm the time of the meeting, and for tell and say, instead of get right, if you want it, you can with a lawyer's thing, you know. But we not get to Alfred back. Surprisingly, now me call Dr. Fuller because we'll be very busy that weekend. You know, they try for do calls them and so now me call Dr. Fuller and ask him and tell and say, Dr. Fuller, he say yes. I say, Alfred, they now waiting, but I not be able to reach Dr. Fuller. So I left the message. Dr. Fuller not be even know about that. So when I read the statement from Alfred, the statement when Alfred Kawit say, now the DH23, now we say, Mr. Yansane don't get and they go ahead for go with the meeting. I mean, it make her get different. I don't know how for call him for Comrade Alfred, because I mean, in comradeship, we should have trust, you know, and we for believe in what we say and go through them. So, I mean, we meet for the first time in the same platform. Then when he go to, he go use the name of DH23 and say, now we send, and when we not even know, say he they travel. Now, Dr. Fuller tell me, say, as I call Alfred, Alfred tell me, say, he dey na airport now, he dey go Freetown. So I even tell her, say, please, if he became hold on to whatever I want to go do until we get this meeting, you know, Mr. Fuller, tell Anandi. So Alfred, I mean, the way how he, I don't know how for put him, you know, go tell big man say, oh, he dey lie, but really, Alfred not tell the truth on that part about the DH23, because we never, and we be plenty in the line, we talk with Alfred. You know, so let's stop that for now. Let her give it.
Okay, then thank you very much for that holistic approach, Madam Cassandra. I mean, people then, because like what you say, that was part of the conversation, because we said we don't host Alfred now 2 times, where we ask them the question, say, but you say they go all meet in a party office, but the party office, people know they're in charge, people know they take care of them. Did you inform these people? And like what you said, let me pass the blame to people in day 20. He said, and don't get food fit and wait and call, say yes. Go no more. The meeting don't clarify, they don't talk to the Secretary General and the men and go all the meeting. Now you don't can clarify, say that conversation never did happen. And it's kind of unfortunate way we're able to get Brother Alfred up to now, because like what I said, even this date, he was the one who suggested it, say yes, he okay, it's fine and everything. So we really hope say we will join with, because we'll get plenty time. I think he has to respond to some of these questions. As somebody will say, elect democracy, elect fairness. So the platform is open here. Let's say they respond to the questions. And because the APC party does not belong to one person. The APC party belongs to all APC party members, supporters, well-wishers, now a national party. So, you know, no one person can just all and more put in pocket, say, no, let me get this, I mean, I'm going to give decision, so on and so forth. And democratizing the process, everybody welcome it, and people then say the party is on that part. So if this court case is going so again, and now put the party in a predicament, Madam Fatima Conte, again, let me revert back to you, because the party get for first election 2022 when a national local council elections. Up till now, the party not even able to hold convention yet, or get a date for all convention for adopt a new constitution. And again, don't forget from there, they never make forget convention for adopt all the executive from constituency, district, regional, national. So what is happening? Because people don't know APC party supporters them, loyalists them, and even the country in general, because the country knows say for let democracy flourish in our country, the opposition for be strong, the opposition for able hold government accountable. So all of these people are thinking, what is going on with the APC? What is going on at APC? Many people rely on the APC party, say, okay, maybe APC will come back and change things. So what's in the happen at APC? Will APC be able to address all issues in consideration with the time as well on left for me facing them? I mean, many people are causing very critical elections coming. What's in you take, Madam Fatima Conte?
Yes, ma'am. It's very critical.
Madam Fatima Conte, they kind of not okay.
And I assure you, sorry. Yes, the election, the near, but I assure you, say we are on the winning track. We the win, regardless of what. There is no joyful or
we're having problem with Madam Fatima Conte phone line.
Success in life. Sorry, there's no joy or success without struggling in life. So there's going to be struggling. Can you hear me, please?
Yeah, we can hear you. It seems to be breaking. It seems to be breaking. I think your internet line is not very good.
No, it's not internet, it's calls that are coming in. But stopping them. So But we are on, I want to assure everybody, even the grassroots, because this is what I'm fighting for, the grassroots, that we are winning. Regardless of what, there is no success without struggling. And we also know that. Then people know that, say, with a fight hard, but make this work. I talked to Alfred, he said he work for the grassroots, but I was expecting him, he's my cousin, I was expecting him to come here. And if you're loyal, I'm saying this to everybody because I hate lies, I hate people that lie. It's not like I hate the people that lie, but the behavior of lying, it's very deceitful. And I was expecting him to come here. I keep on texting him, okay, cousin, we're here, we're waiting for you. But this is the same thing you're fighting for. You're fighting that these people are deceitful, and you're deceitful. You're not here. If you know you're fighting for the right, bring yourself here and give clarification. So this is what I stand for, and do what you stand for, but you're not here. So I wonder what, credibility you're showing out there. You can take us to court as much as you want, but we are going to win. And we're going to restructure the party because this cannot happen anymore. We're going to restructure the party, and I'm pleading, to Anes and Unkuli and Sane, please, you guys, if you're listening to me, take the back seat and let us do the fighting. You have done your best. We give you all gratitude. We need to come in now and take the, and fight and stand up for what we believe in. We're going to stand up for our rights and stand up for what we believe in, because the grassroots, everybody's suffering, everybody. But we are on the winning team. Nobody's going to bring us down. And that we should stand for, because we're going to fight hard to build a nation, restructure our party, and have a whip that, all this nonsense and foolishness is not going to happen. Because if you say you're going to fight for the grassroots, you should be here. You should be here. You fight for what you said you are fighting for, but you're not here. And that's very disappointing to me. When you give your word, you stand for your word. So what are you going to court for? And what is Fisher say? I hope they are watching this show so they can see, even, I'm spreading my hands around, to the ruling party now. If you are standing there, because the people put you there. So I'm sorry, Supermed, because I'm going off topic, but it's the thing.
So, sorry, Madam Fatima. I think say you line a give problem. So what you may do? I think so. Therefore, come back to you. Hopefully, language will be much better. But we'll come back to you. But they give you problem. So now they get you clearly. But again, what you give for me a very excellent contribution, and we tell you thank you for that. Again, I revert to Dr. Vino Fuller again. Dr. Vino Fuller. Now the APC party members. Then we see lately a case na Bo where one Mr. One APC party supporter, they don't sentence him, say, to 8 months because of. But first of all, what you be seeing, make a video, they praise the former president, say, I am build both stadium, so on and so forth. But lately now they say, well, the charges against them was that possession of drugs of some sort, and you don't get plenty, but not even withstanding. There are APC people, the likes of Karanke, Lusar, and so on, when they didn't pardon, but when so many other people, when the APC party supporters, them, members, them, loyalists, them, when they face so many challenges. Because of the party, this protected infighting, make the party not able to focus for do the right thing them for the young supporters and members them and the country in general. So what are you advise to party stakeholders them and party members them, how them go to resolve them, impasse them, make sure say them prepare themselves for represent the people of Sierra Leone going forward, sir?
Thank you very much. Now, a very legitimate question. Simple answer is this: one must not be seen to lack confidence. And I repeat that. You must not be seen to be coward and lack confidence by resorting to bringing chaos to the party. And that goes for those when it cause problem for the party. Because the likes of Alfred Conte, just like for support one team, Madam Fatima Conte said, if you are a loyalist, a real party loyalist, the support should come within the party. It should come within the party, and Alfred for there. So going back to answer your question now, because I'm really grateful for answer that question. Going to your question, the stakeholders with what you just summarized, we are at crossroads. What is happening in the country is absolutely unjust, undemocratic. So we for looking as stakeholders, despite with differences, despite with chaos, and not for allow the activities of the party to be disrupted. If they allow the party for be united, all what you talk so not will happen. Because if they arrest one person today, you touch one, you touch all. Simple as it is. But because the party is disunited, I would say, the activities of the party have been disrupted with the likes of Alfred and other people, other stakeholders in our party. We're not able to get any unity, one word for make we able to save the ordinary members there. Because if we get a proper structure, by then we don't get the leadership, say the flag bearer, the chairman and leader, the executive of the APC party. We have what we call rules and procedures, pre-action protocol within the party itself. We get party lawyers there. We get party, how you call them, luminaries there. We go able to advocate for the interests of the party. We're able to generate funds, say, okay, let we support the party, let we pay party to the lawyers them, make them go pull them where fight this case in the court. But then we are on two-pronged approach here. One, then they go fight the case in the court, African Conte in case. First, before this time, it was NRM. Now, Alfred Conte, when a second NRM, where, according to him, in the only person where they take responsibility for this case, where I don't believe, I believe say you get allies and collaborators. Because if you love the party, for allow outside interferers, outside people for can interfere in the party, this now cause the whole problem. Because we have outside people where they interfere into the activities of the party and they are entertained and collaborated with the likes of Alfred Conte. So because of this, the party get distracted. So all these people, like Mr. Mansarena Bo, where you rightly mentioned, because they fight a court case with Alfred, we cannot do it all. So we have been distracted, but that notwithstanding, we will not be deterred, just like Ms. Fatima Conte say, we cannot be distracted, I will not be deterred. I believe, say, if people they have problems within the party, as you rightly know, APC party is an institutional party. We have what we call internal arrangement, internal complaint, internal dispute and resolutions, procedures and processes. If you feel aggrieved and you want to express any resentment or disagreement, you can do it internally. There are structures, there are policies. You go through it. If you're not satisfied, then if you think you're popular, mobilize and canvass people, take it to the convention and ask the executive to be voted out rather than take the party to court. So the whole answer is because we've been drawn to court, we are distracted with the likes of Alfred. Now we're not able to resolve the matter of the other people, the grassroots supporters, with them very, very, very support, very paramount, very important. Any party in growth and in popularity or win elections, that the grassroots. So it's very important. Now we have been deterred because of that. But we pray, because some of us are very prayerful, that they go take control. And I will tell you, say, by God in power, we'll not go succumb, we'll not be deterred, we will succeed, and we will make sure, say, we go talk to the party stakeholders them, or make them do something in favor of those people and get them released so that the party will continue to take the rightful power.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Avino Fuller, with that reassurance, powerful message. I hope say party loyalists them and members and supporters them go feel reassured with that particular powerful message. Say yes, the party will not be deterred and the party will be resolute and then make sure say things come together. But again, people in the diaspora, Madam Mighty Kamara in the United States, people in the diaspora, APC party members in the diaspora get a formidable role for play as well in this struggle of the APC party. Then get a formidable role. And people they give example to DH23 say, there is an organization, new organization come in, put us together, and they seems to be making a breakthrough. So what is they happen with the main branch in SSF? where the APC get that the diaspora. Maybe you go give an account of the one at the United States where you base. What's then they do for make sure say they're able create a greater input for every party in these struggles. Madam Mayatu, for unmute yourself, man.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kamara. We in our DH23, like you say, we get we role where they play. But we get we branch na America, the APC USA. Now that make a film where Alfred Conte no can the platform. Because Alfred Conte now a member of the APC New Jersey chapter. We na a big chapter na this America way, don't reach out to even the Alfred Conte. Yes, to bring them to a state where then go dialogue with him. Alfred Conte refused on several occasions. I'm not a member of the executive of the APC USA, but I can represent my president in certain meetings then. You understand? Several people, even in presidents of the New Jersey chapter, don't reach out to Alfred Conte. Alfred Conte refused. Why? I don't know. So we, na the diaspora, we stay input for make sure say we get ourselves united and get a strong force. We go able for help for talk to Alfred Conte. But Alfred Conte just see say it just me. I look and like say it just won't waste with time. And wasting with time presently go make we go rush, do certain things then we go affect we towards the elections. So me on this platform right now, I be really want make Alfred Conte calm because we na DH23 we don't begin engaging. And I believe say we were then at DH23, maybe we for be able with the present executive where they free so we don't even give me a platform for coming for make we all go bridge this part where Alfred Conte don't create for the party. But again, I go always say the APC USA na diaspora, we not go tire, we not go sit down. They see certain things they like this, they go on, they not try for settle them. And I go assure you say the chairman of the APC USA now somebody we always believe in dialogue, we believe in unity and peace. And it go try for talk to Alfred Conte for make it serious and say the APC day na a state for go into elections. And I can tell you now, I saw the way in the Alfred Conte no there because I for be ask him a question. It brag some way where it be day na AYV were listen to where he say in the fundraiser director for the APC USA New Jersey chapter. I be what asked Alfred Conte, I attend to that position. But I not go talk much on that because INSSF not there. If you they criticize the present executive say they are illegal, I will tell Alfred Conte say INSSF in position as fundraising director was illegal because they not go through election. But taking the party to court for say the present executive illegal no make sense to me, Mr. Kamara. Because them people are now vote them in. Why not allow this same process go into convention, vote and Escoma and others out? Let the party move forward. Because I'm telling you, it's like it a born we inside now the diaspora. Because we now the people that we stand behind this party for make this party tinap like I tinap so. So why all this? Some of we don't comfortable at this part of the world. We just want us alone go better for we all and we picking them and family the way they back home. Some of people are waiting in that country, they suffer then tell me so. Why? Because they belong to the APC. And me now one person we don't believe in anything. I believe in cohesion. It no matter whether you are SLPP, NGC, these we all need for work together for develop Sierra Leone. So dear Mr. Alfred Conte, if you dare any side, you listen to we they beg you delicate. Me are the all you foot. Do ya make a decision? Make we go into convention. Una go vote. Then people are out. It's not a court matter. I will stop so far. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Madam Mariatu Kamara. And as we say, we they expect say Alfred Fodena. Unfortunately, up to now, we're not able to get some it. We're not give up. We get small time more left. We're not give up. Hopefully, they will come for clarify because now a democratic process. You want for democratize, so they expect us say it will be available and now the dates. And it's unfortunate. But again, I wanted family within at the chat room. Thank you plenty. We don't patient with despite all the challenges and so on and so forth. But I want to say tomorrow we'll get another program we'll call a week in review. That program they look at the week, what's in the happiness salon in terms of politics, social economy, so on and so forth. We'll get them tomorrow with Mr. Prince Mohamed Kamara. We will get one of the APC flag bearer aspirants for the 2020 presidential election, Mr. Chief Tonkla Bangura. Then you also will get a social media activist when I P contest. So now watch out for that particular program tomorrow. And subsequent to that program, they come up on this particular platform. We get plenty time way we develop, and we're going to begin to see them very soon. When I say we see the change, so I know say this particular platform there for all Sierra Leoneans. We always welcome one another. We always glad for the and see una contribution, and we always welcome this particular platform. And again, let me move to Madam Cassandra. The same question goes to we, because the APC party is facing so many challenges. We are say challenges. The challenges them plenty where the party they face. And when they see what's in the country they go through, economically, there's nothing to write home about. People them up and down at the country say they don't get one slogan around and say the ground dry. Tintranga. Somebody was saying today, say the rest now over 350,000 bags for 50 kilo bag of rice. And I think they go so until we reach 400,000 G's now. With all this suffering, the APC party members then, stakeholders then, they're not going to know, say, people are really looking up to them for make sure, say, them put up a formidable fight for take back the reins of governance in 2023, for salvage the situation and save the country from this direction we're heading. So, Madam Cassandra, what can you take? Unmute yourself, ma.
Yes, Supermed. I want make we viewers them and we followers them, we supporters them, the APC supporters them, and the grassroots, because APC party na grassroots party. No say APC not a small party. We APC not a party where easy for knockdown. That's not one. And APC na reliable party where don't show so many things them where we get for sure we showcase so many things that so many evidence thing. For sure say APC na party where reliable and a party where they for believe. This not only first fet them way APC don't fet. APC don't always they get in kind of way the opposition like SLPP they na power because of then they suppress the APC party. But one thing where we believe in APC, in fact, the word politics is an art of possibility. You understand? Everything is in there. We get in a political language, we involve conflict, cooperation, compromise, any other necessary to get things done. So we want to assure the people and say, and the public, and even the people where they look to we, because now the salon, now the people just they look to APC right now. It's like because before they don't make some people they make big mistake, because me up to now I'm not convinced that the APC lost the election. We don't lose the election. That I'm sure of that, because we can get right now to waiting that happened for sure. Say yes, there was something that is not right in that election. But at the same time, the language of politicians na compromise. You understand? We the compromise and we the work on things them where we always get room for compromise and for let we come together for let things done. And APC don't demonstrate them many times. It don't demonstrate them. So the country say we can do things even at last minute. Although we get this obstacle, we get this Alfred in case where, and for me, I don't know what he really Alfred they look for right now. You know, so I make even where we come ready and they say, me self before glad they let Alfred there. Because there are a question where we be there for like an answer. Because like me personally, I want to know why he sued the party. Why? Because I mean, in reality, we the see say most of the things then where they be asked for, they don't already get them. All the reform that NRM is seeking has been addressed. What else is he looking for? You know, it just like something he want to delay the party for waiting, but it not go happen. We the APC, we able to put things in place in any time, and the grassroots don't tire. The grassroots they say today come on go vote, then ready. So we the party, the leadership, and the party, the grassroots, they say don't team up. Even now, the youth. We get the youth them and wait even this fine when they find a court. Not youth them pay. They say we they pay the money. We ready for take the party. So like Alfred no say not to he alone. He get youth them the youth them then na salon we ready for take off this party. So going to court, political matter not they resolve la court. It not they resolve la court. Political matter we for come together and speak the language. Together, where now we disagree to agree and then come to one. But the assurance for APC party for do anything, elect at the last minute, me go tell this platform and let people they know say we able to am because we get people them where know about that and we get qualified people them where able for putting and we elect APC party na Kombra party we elect we safe. And this way they happen, so that make me feel say extra people that they into it because if not, like this don't solve long term because the leadership waiting they ask for, it give them more than waiting they ask for because there is an MOU between the NRM and the leadership of the party. And if it's we are not for this current court case. Where they happen, so the current action and instituted by Alfred, we will have adopted the constitution and move ahead. But now we just deal with the constitution where they defend 1995 constitution. Now we deal with it. And if they continue, so I don't know how then while we go ahead and do that thing. But the party gets they give the people the assurance say we able to do things because we get all mechanisms in place. And we able for come and deliver. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Madam Cassandra, for that passionate response. Madam Fatima, Conte, oui?
Yes.
You now for unmute yourself.
Yeah, I hear.
Okay, I think your video is off. But maybe your line much better now. Plenty people also disappointed at the somewhat confusing rulings them where they come out, or you call them say directive or whatever where they come out from the court them because some APC people them be say this case they don't get one case first, they don't settle out of court. Now they don't get this case, it better make this case go through na court, make court pass a verdict, then that then not become a precedent because what happen is where una pull one case na court, so a person come back, other person come back, then it will just be a revolving door. So but what's in the ruling the people receive from the court is that it not look satisfying to many APC supporters then. What's that your message? So then legal people are the people and the judiciary in our country in terms of how they go look at them political case there and make sure say real justice take place. What's that your advice to them? Because the NTS also got the propensity for undermine the peace and security in our beloved country, Sierra Leone.
One, to Fisher. For me, you don't get credential. I don't play with my words or stuff, but they put on there, so that's it. I need to call on George because they can't really call the president excellency. There's nothing like excellent way to do. But I tell them, say nobody know the all we done. We in a party, just like the Democrats and the Republicans. And we work hard. The papa they work hard for that party. I'm not gonna let nobody come to my house and break it. There has to be rules. There's rules and regulations that we follow. Even the judge gets rules. Then if they under rules and regulations, then just they take advantage right now because they in governance. But it's not fair. But at the same time, first and foremost, I want to say thanks and to the grassroots and for just being there with us, through the struggle of the APC. They're still there with us. And I give the assurance, say this election will come with a win. Either with a win, I'm fair and practical. There's nothing, no obstacle. And if we're gonna court Supermed, if we're gonna court 100 times, that's not a slow process. It's just the challenges in life. That's just our path. We have to go through those challenges before we get within, and it's good. It's really good for us because we know where we stand. You go through these challenges, then you can't make mistakes anymore. So I tell the judge, say, go ahead and do what you need to do, but you cannot stand in our way. You cannot bring us down. You cannot bring the party down. We'll not do any criminal thing, nothing. And this goes back to Alfred. If you take us to court for criminality, good for you. But this is nothing like that. Just for say, okay, and Alfred, if you say they're not legal, you say not legal. I don't tell you that before. There's no legality for you because then your membership is not legal. How you go take somebody in a court? Then if we begin to say, okay, Alfred, one person say, okay, Alfred, me go sue you for this. It's not fair. You get you home, Alfred, and the legal bodies, you do what's in the right. Are you home? You begin and say this, that. If you begin and don't big, don't reach to that stage, you the guard until they reach to that stage. Then begin to challenge you. You kick them out. Said, okay, I'm not going to take this. I think we're getting to that point. So when we come back, when we restructure, we say, we know that all this foolishness, we cannot take them anymore because this is total foolishness. Totally. It's not acceptable, for nobody. And you see people struggling, it really pains me and it puts me into emotions. I see that guy, Magba and Michael, just within family, I get the opportunity for talk to him wife, this morning. I get all the way out of my mind. I don't know what he did that is wrong just for medication. People do stuff. You take $3 million, I'm Supermed. I'm sorry because I'm going off now. You take $3 million, nobody, you can't even, nobody not taking a court with the talk. I know okay. You want to make
okay, thank you, Madam Fatima. Let's stop this small. We'll come back to you. I just want to go to Dr. Fuller. Dr. Fuller, the other issue in a salon, basically, where many Sierra Leoneans are worried about as well, is about the judicial system in the country. We don't see plenty cases there where they're worrying cases. And many APC supporters and members, they say this particular case, even if Alfred P. Conte and the APC party, now an example. Because Alfred P. Conte, they say the executive is no longer legitimate. But again, and side said the executive knows say and time don't run out, but then one go per convention. But an injunction be stopped them and not go per convention. And again, after that, there was a state of emergency as well. So many obstacles were there. I think say, in short a case, where we go to court, some APC party people, they say, well, if now a fair system, a system where people go rely on, then for not take all into consideration, the judge for not take them into consideration for where they adjudicate, although the case not done yet, because the ruling was a variation. So what's now you, with your own legal opinion, what's now you analysis of what they see in relation to that case and so many other cases and back including even the case of Mr. Mohamed Kamara Mansari, when an opposition leader, where they in incarceration at the moment.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kamara, for those salient points. To start with, there is no division between the judiciary, the legislative, and the executive, where it is appalling. There is no distinction. The judiciary, I have to say, and I'll say it, and I'll say it boldly, wildly, and loudly, is being influenced by the executive branch of the government. And that's not a separation of powers. We have to have separation of powers. The reason why they get unjust cases, unjust ruling and reasoning or determination is because the judiciary is linked with the executive. There is no separation of powers, the legislative organ, the executive organ, and the judiciary. Secondly, the judiciary, overdue, it needs to be restructured, properly restructured. And more importantly, maybe trained. Our judges, our lawyers, our magistrates need to be trained. Probably send them to either America or the UK, where we have the Magna Carta, where the law started. We made them see the system, the judicial system, how they operate. It is not straightforward, including the police. Because when you get a case, it starts from the police. That's how it is being skewed, how it's been misconstrued or misinterpreted. Because most times the police are the prosecutors. If the thing not go to state council, prosecutor. If you go to a magistrate court, and the police they prosecute. You go to a high court, and the state council they prosecute. So it starts from the police. The police, the judiciary, the legislative, and the executive, it should be separated. It should be independent. Because we lack independence, we will not get a fair and just organization like the judiciary. And I'm not afraid to say it. And in fact, they say, by God in power, the APC come back in power. Some of us, even if whatever happened, we will say the truth. Say, look, you've got to try and restructure the judiciary. We'll get credible, fair people and do things justly and judiciously. But let me come back to the issue of Alfred Conte, Mr. Kamara. I crave for I only wish he was here. Alfred, they preach about democracy, about legitimacy. If he was here, I would say right in his face that taking the party to court is not democratic. It's absolutely undemocratic, vehemently undemocratic. Why do I say this? When you make a ruling, by the ruling made, the determination made by George Fisher, say, make the 160 people, executive members of the APC, not to be present for adopting the Constitution, then you have restrained the people. That is unjust. That is undemocratic. You don't go talk about democracy, then you go to court. You go restrain somebody, make you not vote, you don't voting right. That's not democratic. Let's just be very fair here. Now you put her into perspective, interpret what is democracy. Then after, if you're there, let it tell me if that is the meaning of democracy. What do you understand by democracy? You cannot restrain me of my own right to go and vote. Say, no, you shouldn't be there. And also, Alfred misconstrue, and I wish he was here, in interpreting the reasoning and determination and ruling of the judge, of Adrian Fisher. Alfred is saying that the 160 people, let's say, for example, let's put this to mathematics, 160 executive, each and every one does spend 5 years as a member of the party. If you times that by 160, it's 800 years of those people in the APC party are disenfranchising. Now, I want to ask the question to Alfred. Who say be party member? How many years you don't take at the party? And I will give you another practical example. Payansane has been in the party, and I was informed, reliably informed, since 1992, the year I was born, just a year after independence. 59 years. So you want to tell me, say, that party for good disenfranchise them because of him voting right? Because why? Because I said general? That's not democracy. If you want to talk about democracy, that's not democracy. And the reasoning or the ruling also, no say the party no legitimate. The ruling also recognize, acknowledge the fact that the chairman and leader, the Skroma and the Asane and the executive, they are still in charge of the activities of the party. They don't say they are not legitimate. He's misconstruing the interpretation of the rule. And I wish he was here. Make some of us put sense into him. That he's not the owner of the party. The party is for everybody. Anybody can take the party to court. But if you lack confidence, you lack cowardice, that's how you resort to it. Anybody will not lack cowardice, when confident, will take the party to court. You have resentments, you have grievances, you have disagreement against the party. Solve it internally. There are processes, and I kept repeating this. We have processes and procedures, internal procedures within the party where conflict resolutions are resolved. Not by taking the party outside to court. That is absolute cowardice and lack of confidence. So I am not surprised the judiciary is taking advantage of this shot because of the distraction in the party. And besides, the APC party is a threat. As somebody alluded to, I think Miss Kamara and Cassandra, the APC party is on the winning. People are waiting on us. I said, people don't campaign for me. So what they are doing is supporting people like Alfred Conte, as it's alleged, to distract the activities of the party. That's what is happening, because the judiciary is linked, is inextricably linked between the executive arm of the government and the judiciary. It's not divided. There's no separation of powers. Hence the reason we are having these unjust determinations and ruling and reasonings today. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Fuller. What a sound response. And again, it's really unfortunate that, again, state time again, the brother for P concert, because this particular dates na in choose na in of your liking say this particular day, the date this one will come for can debate all the issues there. So now on a platform, now go ahead, do everything, and unfortunately the brother hasn't turned up, which is really, really sad, because like what you say no more, somebody was saying he believe in democracy, he believe in legitimacy and so on and so forth. Then now this is a platform for let you come address some of these issues where concern people then get, where people the more you party members then get, where they able to pose questions to you, because they are even questioned about the chapter, the New Jersey chapter, and in position there as fundraising director. There are many other questions where people pose, because they see the interview where they say that they raise plenty money, in the double the money, people decide all of those sort of things. This now be the opportunity for anybody that come, articulate himself and explain this one way or the other. But unfortunately, he hasn't turned up. Now, for now, as we don't spend plenty time now, they turn out for round up, because time don't catch up with we. I just want to give the panelists again a time for now look into what we see now in country in terms of the current administration, the SLPP government headed by President Madabio. And obviously, we look at from all the key aspects, the economy. Now, one side, political situation, political stability, on the other side. We look at the key flagship policy of the government carries, the fight against corruption, education, free education, and so on and so forth. So, Madam Cassandra, for wrap up, I want to let you summarize them points and what you see in this particular administration, and under that governance now over 3 years. What you take, what's your analysis? How you feel say the country don't benefit or not benefit from what's in this administration on Kamut?
Thank you. Well, this government making call and promise and fail. Government, okay, arguing, because it don't take away politicians and they fool people them. Fool people in the sense, in this now where they say you pull bread in my mouth where you not get biscuit for put there. They not only pull the bread na the people they mouth safe, then put bitter leaf again na the people they mouth. Because now the people then they suffer. And the kind of promises and waiting are not like Jamaman say where they paint facade. That means to say you they paint the picture, like say if fine, then inside not a picture, not in order day, not just carcass. Now that's this particular administration, this government they do. And you can't fool the people all the time. You're not going able to fool the people. The people they don't get the reality, because if you be the goal, you buy one cup rice, 500 loans, you they buy and now, for example, 2,000, then you don't know, say, this one will come, now it don't pass the one that will be there. And I'm telling you, one thing where I feel very sad for we country. Now, the peak where we country be don't reach under the APC administration. If we don't reach the peak where Sierra Leone we don't so feel confidence, even among other nations, among other countries and waiting, because we be involved in everything. Now, if you want to go overseas, for let them give you a problem. That's not one. Two, people are afraid for going to their own country. They're afraid for going to their own country. Your own country, you're afraid. Because if they don't frame you, look like what they do to Michael or whatever they call an Nabo, Masari or Nabo. Then go frame you, put life at you, for talk, look like this man at Tombo. You understand? When they go say in motocar get drugs and all this try for getting people them. So una still continue, una not they give the people them their basic needs, then una they threaten the people their intimidation. You understand? Then una they lie. And una not they only lie na media, una they lie na parliament again. Before honorable men, because when they say parliament, you get parliament, they are all honorable people. So what me see this government they do, not a good waiting, and they don't set so many bad precedents, very bad precedent in all institutions. Not alone. In every institution, this government touch all sides. Everybody they cry. And now I see lawlessness to the highest peak. Nasalone. Where some certain people them they do things and then get their way, then the other people they do nothing, then be punished for that. So this kind of thing where they do, they just they fool themselves. They're not they fool the people. Because salon people not fool again, and that's they don't know. This not to the time where you go give person because they get money now. Go give person 1 million or 5 million, say, I wonder you get a, then go vote. So no. The people they keep their sense for the job because they know the suffering when they nobody is secure in the country. So for round it up, if this government change for good, now a plus to we, because we are the government in waiting. So if this government do good to the country and it try for change things and be a better life, now a plus to we. So we know they fight this government for let them for them. We want to let them do more because governance now continuously, you take from one person, then you continue. But then try for collapse everything and start again. And they work with that. So if the earlier they change, the better for them when they get for loose power. Because me sure say 2023, APC is coming back to power. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for that salient response and confidence. Reassuring message to all APC party members and say 2023 APC will come back in power. Ladies and gentlemen, at the chat room, I want to remind you, I say, don't forget tomorrow we'll get a weekend review now. And next Saturday, the same time next Saturday, we get the CSO party Thomas More content going on the platform where until I know the civil society organization and the country right now, we know the civil society and very, very quiet. So go for posing questions all to Thomas More content next Saturday. We go in on the platform. And tomorrow we'll get Chief Tonkla Bangua and EAP Thomas and go in on the platform with Mr. Prince Emil Koma for can review the week. And the same question they go now to Madam Mariatu Kamara. Madam Mariatu Kamara, are you with us? Okay. I think Madam Mariatu Kamara be don't go out first, but don't join me back. Hello, Madam Mariatu, you hear me?
Yes, I hear you now.
Okay, one thing where this government come with, where on mommy they look say, well, we want to see what thing government go do. The government, one of the flagship policy, they say, then they can't fight corruption. People they say, well, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. So people let me say, okay, no, wait, our government they can't fight corruption. But what we see lately, we don't see now we country when they say nearly 50,000 bags loss. And now the 50,000 bags also to possible put in one small room. You will need plenty to for transfer 50,000 back grace. That case, the commissioner tell we say all kinds in there, this and that. What you see, case go to court, case collapse, minister will be suspend, then state and back. And we see minister, somebody when they don't make listen the finance minister, when this policy and be say they be all them investigate them for corruption. So quickly now they say no get no case, none of finance minister. But again, the Africanist press don't come and show plenty thing. The money disappear. Money they go papadie, money they go na first lady in office. What thing are you take in terms of government? The major promission and say when they say that they can't fight corruption, they don't fight the corruption or they don't fight them. What thing you take?
Thank you, Supermed. Now the word that the way SNPP use for campaign against, we say the APC was corrupt. That was the biggest campaign. But Sierra Leoneans are glad in a way, but are not be glad. A better way Sierra Leoneans they see the reality. I feel a way APC lost elections, but again, a better way we lost and let people see the reality of what happened. Now one post we can always say, not to a surprise thing because Madabio, this is the second time. I can always say Madabio, now a second chance God gives. So we all see when the NPRC was in power. I can always tell people and say NPRC was the worst government in Sierra Leone because there was nothing they achieved. There was nothing, absolutely. They just come, bulldoze themselves, pull the APC, enrich themselves, and they all abscond. That happened. They empty the coffer. The SLPP come into power. Pakaba can always say, I'll be a good leader. But I can always say, Sierra Leone, now leadership now we lack. In a sense that we can get good leaders, them we can get focused, but the one way they surround we know they able to do what we supposed to do. Because of we bury ourselves into them political party. That when we come into governance, now them political party are the remote control we. Are they appeal to anybody we get for emerge as flag bearer for the APC party, make it stand on the grounds for do the right thing. We all don't see the nakedness of the SLPP in terms of corruption. Madabio use even in travel as corruption. Madabio na the first president we don't ever leave for dinner style. We don't travel more than 50 times, less than 2 years in office. That's not like I said, now hidden corruption. You take the per diem as a way for make money, and you go to the extent for tell we say them travel and they not for even for accountable to government, which is so bad. But I will say kudos to China Africanist press. We bring all this to we. We see waiting on God. I don't need for repeat them again. They blackmail the APC party saying a corrupt party. But I can assure you and tell you now, so the corruption where they go right now at the SLPP, Pauper government is the worst corruption in less than 3 years in office. And as Koroma take power in 2007 and promise say certain things and the way he go do within 1 year, we all see him. Madabio, one of the things where he be say, where I be really like is the free education, but it was not planned. One, una rush for talk so they can't do una free education, una not even get substitution for put that program there in place. I get my nephew where they Tawail municipal. He sits NPSC. And mama get for call me now for 100,000 for paying at the school. And municipal, Tawail municipal na Tawail, na a government school. Why they for pay 100,000 for NPSC for mock exams? Is that a free education? No, it is not. But again, like I say, Fatima, I'm not going to talk much of him because I can always say opportunist, because it gets a loud mouth for say she's the first lady. Yes, I recognize them as a first lady. But Fatima gets opportunity for make money under this government and it don't make her. Kudos to her. But at the assurance say, when the APC come to power, we don't need for go take an external auditor or external ACC or whatever for come probe the SLPP into corrupt activities. Now inside saloon we defend people them for set commission of inquiry of the SLPP. I will stop so far. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that. Clarity in terms of the corruption fight. They say one more speaks a million or whatever. But let me move to Madam Fatima Conte. Madam Fatima Conte, for wrap up, we want to talk about why it's the bread and butter issue. This government, when they began until we say within the first time in governance, they will create 1 million jobs. As we talk so they like today, in fact, the country now lost and unlost plenty job there. Job not there, people they suffer, even graduates when they come on a college, university, job not there. The all man sabi the slogan and the gun right, the bread and butter issue. What now you take, because you know possibly deal with the grassroots people. And this is a very serious issue because there are ramifications. You know, they say if an empty bag cannot stand, you see. So there are ramifications for this bread and butter issue. What's now your overall take in terms of this current administration? What we don't see doing this in over 3 years in governance now in relation to the bread and butter issue?
Thank you, Supermed. You know, this is about full because it's so empty. The people that will put you in governance, how can you just leave them? You know, just being baffled. They're just all around the place. They don't know step aside, but go, what team for do. And I get a message, you know, from mother, like where Jonathan didn't go to David. He said, God see you, and mother, you people in the see you because you're custodian, you know, of the nation, and not just you. And fear God and do the right thing. Fear God and do the right thing for your people. Fear God and do the right thing within yourself. And I hope when you sleep at night, your conscience, you will never sleep till you do what is right. And I don't know how you can live within yourself, you know, to treat your people like that, because people call us every day. They don't get our drink, you know, before they go to bed. It's so hard to get it. You get you picking and a horse, you know, you they see and they eat. How can you can't relate to that with other people? You know, they're your brother. We are our brother's keeper. I make way in governance. We have to, Maria, to Dr. Fuller, Supermed, we all have worked hard, you know, for straighten. I don't care who the president is going to be. We are the president. We are the government. You know, we are not the government, we are not the president, we are not the people and everything. We have to work as a community to build up our nation. We cannot have this anymore. It's a headache, you know, because if they disturb we all, if we go down and not eat, now we not eat, like yeah. Because, you know, the calls keep on coming non-stop. Anything we look back to the talk just before, I don't know how much money, you know, what would they spend? And sometimes we don't even have it. And we can't read. So, mother, be careful, you know, related to fatigue.
Sorry, Madam Fatima, I think you like not frozen again. Yeah. Right.
Whatever it does, I'm not going to give her that attention, you know.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. You like not manage for hold on a little bit. Thank you very much. And now I'll move the question to Dr. Fuller. Dr. Fuller, one of the key responsibility of any Salone government now for look after the peace, security, and the welfare of the people of Sierra Leone. But what we see since this administration come into governance, we don't see killings na Makeni, we don't see killings na Tumbu, we don't see na Mine 91. We don't see what people they describe as a massacre na Panemba Road. What now you take, what now you advise to government in terms of that key responsibility for maintain, for look after the peace, security, and the welfare of the people of Sierra Leone?
Thank you again, Mr. Kamara. Just for support your statement, this current government, for summarize politically, economically, judicially, any aspect of form, they don't fail we woefully and dismally. And the advice where I want to borrow from the words of Maria too, is leadership, and that of Fatima and my colleague, Cassandra. Leadership is the key issue here, Mr. Kamara. if you not get a sound leader, a honest leader, a selfless leader we get sorry out for in people then the country will never progress. It will retrogress as it is happening. Whether it is SLPP, and these are the talk in a generic term, whether it is SLPP, is APC, because these are the only parties that will exchange powers. We for try learn a lesson. Mr. Kamara, we have lots of mineral resources. We've said this times without number. But those resources have not been utilized, have not been used for the betterment, for the development and progress of the country. All what we see is people pocketing themselves, enriching themselves. We forget people then way, and they use the word again, where not only how I really feel passionate about this. People not forget Mille, that I use an app, Creole Mille. But there are lots of people who just want to enrich just themselves. Now it causes the problem. In English, we say there is the distribution of the wealth in terms of social policy. The distribution of the wealth is so poor. The gap is so wide between the poor and the rich. The physical distribution of the wealth in the country is absolutely zero. You have nearly 30% of the highest people away rich in the country, where somebody, one of them, in fact, in car or in house will cost like them $500,000 compared in Sierra Leone. And you have the poor man down there who don't even get something for eat for a day or up to a week. I know what I'm going through. I know, like all of you, what you send us alone. Who plan to send 100 pounds, would send 200 to 300 pounds. And you'll be shocked within 3 weeks. If I tell you the amount where I don't spend, that's alone, you'll be shocked. Where it is not even equivalent to the salary where they pay, we are not even as alone there. I was given a job in one of the universities to go and teach. I refused to go because I said, you can't pay me. Because if you go pay me 5 million, you wait at me weeks spending, tell me how I go manage me picking them. How I go manage my own essential ongoing liabilities at home. Tell me. The salary structure is vehemently rotten, it's poor. It needs to be looked at. And look at the pay gap between the president, the ministers, and the members of parliament, and also the civil servant. It is absolutely appalling. It's wide. Why the big gap and difference? These all cause the problems at home. And those politicians will use, when election comes, the grassroots to say, come and vote for me, I will do this for you. And in the end, they don't do that. They don't fulfill their promises. Salon will no need for import rice, Mr. Kamara. We should have tangible programs, initiative, development, to make we empower the youth and generate income, agriculture. We have what we call non-mainstream education, like skills colleges, when they call vocational institutions. Implement those. Carpentry, masonry, agriculture, you name it, plumbing. Here, plumbing are the highest paid person. But why don't we institute that in the country so our people become self-reliant and self-sufficient and also generate income for the country? Why do we have to export iron ore to China or to Belgium or diamond to Belgium for processing? Why don't we do it in Sierra Leone? Why do we keep on importing rice when we have the best swamplands and uplands? Why don't you get mechanized farming? Then take all of this use from Freetown to the hinterland, open what we call housing, like locust housing, they used to have them. Take them down there and employ them and try to free Freetown, because everybody is coming to Freetown because there are no jobs in the provinces. Great industries, mechanized skills jobs in the provinces, and get this use, get them attracted there. build houses so the teachers can go to the provinces and teach you picking up, make them able to pass the GCO level and make them become big sound educationist people in the country. Youths are leaving college and universities. They don't get jobs. So what's the point of you going to university? We believe in this white-collar job. That is why I became a lawyer. Had I known, sometimes I would not do something different. Let us change the perspective of education. I call it non-mainstream education, but skills education. Not mainstream all the time. You have to be in an office, you get for get this, you go for be a lawyer or a doctor or get a job or a politician. That is the problem we're having. We have to put this into perspective. Try for make sure, say, everybody gets what now you the right bands, how you call them, the prime minister, the right bicycle, no difference. But you have to be a millionaire, a minister, or an MP for making you drive a Benz. Then when they begin for IBN. We have to narrow that gap. It is appalling. We've got to change the narrative and the perspective, the way we govern. So come back to the issue of leadership is fundamental in trying to change the situation of the country. If we get poor leadership, that is how the country goes with. If we get sound leadership, honest leaders, then obviously things will change in our country. So let us hope and pray between APC and SLPP. Even with APC, the next leader, anybody going to be the president of that country, somebody with a fear God, and I will repeat that, somebody with a fear God and have the love of the people so that you can bring in peace, development, tangible development in the country so that the country will progress rather than retrogress. I thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that passionate response, Dr. Fuller. And again, I catch one word part of your conclusion, the way you say poor wages. I believe poor wages is one of the main contributing factor for corruption. Because like you said, if you go pay a teacher 1 million euros, the teacher in rent per month, maybe now 1 million euros, inside they pay rent per month. Again, you on 2-3 picking them. When you pay a salary, I go get for paying rent first. Let alone get for the feeding picking them every day. So you don't get them the leeway for saying, say, oh, I need to get money other way. And you don't get no other way for getting money, na teaching. Now in what way they do as a teacher. So what thing will happen? Any small bribe, any small thing, they take up. Poor wages is one of the main contributing factor for corruption back now in country. We'll get for looking to. I'm like, obviously transformational leadership. Now that will lack in that country. We need thorough leadership. But again, I want to again thank you plenty for patience and when I don't come today and come enlighten we for plenty team them in relation to the APC party and also obviously this is our latest contribution to waiting they go on at the country Sierra Leone. Unfortunately, the chief litigant of the upset for deal with me today now, able to turn up Mr. Alfred P. Conte, but that we go left hand to the people and many people and make their own judgment. This now the person will say in one bring calm honesty na the APC party, in one bring legitimacy na the APC party, in one bring real democracy na the APC party, but yet still we're saying for canteen now people for can meet when I don't give the date and time for the people that can meet and talk and discuss and iron out some of the allegations the way they make because the allegations we are overwhelming plenty one of them for instance come there it can face time many answer the question people can get for him he hasn't showed up so people let una go be the judges to that who will left from this so and again return I thank you plenty and I will give now a minute for round up all waiting again till we don't talk 1 minute so that we'll round up because time not between now and again family please do not forget tomorrow I'll not forget for January 9 p.m. UK time 8 p.m. Saloon time the weekend review we'll get APC flag bearer aspirant Chief Tonkla Bangua and social media activist ERP Thomas and next Saturday Thomas Small Conte civil society organization I think Nakani did Inga for dinner so you come explain to waiting happen with the civil society and all the gross human rights abuses in our country. So again, I go to Madam Fatima Conte, give you 1 minute round up of what you don't cover in the program in relation to Mr. Alfred P. Conte, Salon, and so on and so forth. Just 1 minute for the round up and say bye to family.
Just one, thank you first of all, and thank you to the audience, for watching us, and thank you to the grassroots for always being there and all the death that happens, all the hardship that is happening there. And God, will see we through. And the people that don't die, may God have mercy upon them, may their soul rest in peace. And the hardship that is going, it's a lesson learned. We grow. I believe, I am a firm believer in that. We grow and we learn, from this, and said, do we want to go, when we look back, when we come back, do we want to go back there? No, we don't. So we learn from the mistakes, and thank God, God is always there, on our side, to teach us, the right path. And for mother, wake up and smell the coffee and do what is right. So the flag bearers, the APC flag bearers, you guys do what is right. I don't see your heart, and I talk to you guys all the time, but I don't see what's in there. But God knows. If you go the right path, God will, you will be with God, and God will be with you. And remember, the grassroots, these are the people that put you there. These are the people that will put on a day. These are the people that will pay on a salary. And with we here, they always say, where your money is, that's where your mouth is. I'm going to talk because, we now with the support. If you see the international funds, they come out, now from here, we pay with taxes them. Then with the support on the back to go waiting with the walk back. After when they don't cut with taxes, then waiting they have what they left with the distributor back. So we have a mouth, and then mother, please stop all this craziness, holding people, putting them in jail for nothing. Remember, do good. You come, you take an oath. You hold a Bible. It's a vow. You took an oath that you'll be responsible and do good for your people. Go back. I know you're listening. And I'm throwing a challenge to you guys out there, the SLPPNs. We call, and I call you several times, to come to our show. Come to this show and tell the people who you are, so the people can know your own side. It's not just us. This is a friendly show. It's a friendly platform. So bring yourself here and show. When call you, receive our call and said, okay, I will come. Not okay, I will come. Show up. Come and show yourself that, to the people, because you serve the people. Remember, every money you take from them, you have to answer to them too. You took that oath. That's all. Thank you very much. And may God bless us all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Fatima Conte, human rights activist and social media commentator. And like you said, this platform is open to all Sierra Leoneans, SLPP, NGC, APC, C4C, whatever, you name it. The platform is open to them. In a minute, please, Madam Mighty Kamara, do have to just round up and say bye to Famule, please. Madam Mighty Kamara, I think say you for unmute yourself again.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much, sir. I'm sorry, I'll be there on mute. I really appreciate you tonight, or morning or evening, wherever una day viewers and listeners, we una join me today. We Supermed give you the opportunity for Canadian platform can talk to now. But again, I can always say the power part and carry with vengeance, and the vengeance will then carry I made a film. So I appeal to me APC people in both the diaspora and back home in Africa or whatever, wherever part una day. I beg una stick by this party. By God in power 2023, like Dr. Fuller say, SLPP don't campaign for we. Because for the past 3 years, when the SLPP come into power, we poor people in a salon don't suffer. Even the diaspora, we even youth leader come on here, a go salon for go left in mama, a suffer under the hands of the pauper. For almost 13 days, they all like in a cell. Why? Because I support APC? No, we all are Sierra Leoneans. It no matter, I can always say, as long as you can deliver, left the person at the position. When these governments come, we the Northerners them, we suffer, Westerners them, we suffer just because we are APC. And we are APC picking, and me, I can always tell people, me mama and me papa born me APC, so I'm gonna be APC. So it no matter if I be APC and not for work under SLPP, if I qualify, employ me. So at the big, dear, una patient wait, come 2023, APC they come back to power and we're gonna storm Freetown. Because we na the diaspora, they come with a force. Where the SLPP self gonna say we reach Freetown for make we take power. I tell you all thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Mighty Kamara. And the same question goes to Madam Cassandra, please. Madam Cassandra, for unmute yourself as well.
Thank you. First of all, Supermed, our extremely profound gratitude for where you've gathered we are this evening. I mean, for that we can express and clear the air in some certain issue. You know, your platform has been so wonderful and outstanding. But to me comrade, because we in APC, we all na comrade. To me comrade Alfred, I want to clear the air again once more for the DH23. We're a credible institution, a credible group who nobody can bring him down. So I just feel because we comrade don't act insincerely and deceitful to we, because and it don't show now that this platform we not even come for like waiting a talk with we, even though Naim lay down this platform, say okay, let we come and this date and everything. But notwithstanding, we are all comrades. We are still open to dialogue. We're still open to compromise. And one like in no say, political matter or political case, in not affect na court.
Act.
In not affect na court.
Mm-hmm.
Because whichever way them decide the case, it affects the party. So as an APC comrade, if you say he believe in the APC and he want for see the APC kind of power as they say, the 2023, I believe say we all forget one verb where we all they work on. We come together and show some serious level of disagreement to from mild problem to serious problems. And even when it gets nasty, you know, we forget that kind of spirit as APCian. We'll say we get a verb where we get together, we're now working together to solve a problem. We can come together and solve problem because we get different people inside the APC party. We get different kind of people. And also, we forbid inside if we get the support of the people them and the grassroots and waiting. But as we seen at the party, Alfred Conte not even get 2% of people them, even the grassroots, the way say he want fight for where they support them. So it's a lost battle. And finally, I want to let Alfred know say that only when we come together, that's only when we come together, now go be stronger and push the party go before. I tell all the viewers then thank you, and let we continue for believing the APC party because now the only Combra party in that country. Now they see they suffer, all them cry the way they don't cry. We believe in God and we know say this it will come to an end and the APC go match victorious. Thank you much, Mr. Ahmed.
Thank you very much, Madam Cassandra. And as the saying goes, united we stand, divided we fall. Dr. Fuller, for round up, please, your 1 minute for just summarize what we don't discuss this evening.
Thank you again. That just storyline for express with gratitude and appreciation, Mr. Kamara and Mr. Prince Kuruma for hosting us. And this your very renowned platform then and now. And we will always continue for corporate now because you are very good people. You are very objective. You are not the sideline anybody. You are not the support anybody. You are very, very objective and impartial in your approach. So thank you so much. But we message that to the APC members. I just join my colleagues for crave una indulgence. Please, let us not lose hope. Let us have faith and let us pray for the party. By God in power, we will secure victory come 2023. Let us not be distracted, not be deterred by anybody, because what the other people that they do, including Alfred, is for us to be distracted and be deterred. Let us be resilient and be steadfast and resolute and get the conviction, say, yes, we can do it, because SLPP, I repeat, don't campaign for we. And to you, Alfred Conte, it's unfortunate you're not here. DA23, when we get meeting with us for support my colleagues them, you never told us you're going to Freetown. The meeting we hold therefore creates the path to peace, because DA23 believe in the path to peace. That was the motive of the meeting. And you did promise us that in fact, we took a smart move. Those were your words. Marietta was the secretary. We took a smart move at the right time.
Yep.
We go ahead for all a meeting the weekend. Only no for turn up. And whilst you're on fine, I'm hearing you, and the process transit to Sierra Leone. Only to go to Sierra Leone for go live na AYV television publicly say, DA23 through Dr. Fuller asked me to go to Payansane for open the APC office. I would say this on AYV television, sorry, on Then and Now television platform. I did not give you that mandate. I did not say so. The only conversation we had was Payansane say you apply. I asked Payansane say he never received any letter from you, any correspondence to the effect. And I get audio where I keep Alfred, where I also send you that audio there. Say we never had that conversation. To me, that is disingenuous. And to me, I get the conviction, say you are not honest in your fight. And to me, I also get the belief, say, you're not alone, as you alluded to in our meeting, say, now you want to defend this first. Because if not to you want to defend the fact and you honest and get loyalty and love for the party, you would have been here today. Because in the interest of the party, anybody will get interest of the party, then call about APC issues, will be there to defend or also state or establish in case. But the fact that you're not here, for me, demonstrates cowardice and lack of confidence. And you cannot use the court to seek redress. And you term that to be democratic. It is absolutely undemocratic because you are disenfranchising 150 people where by mathematics don't spend 5 years in APC when are 800 years and APC members. What time did you come to the party? Is that democracy? So I want you to rethink. The DA23 is on the path to peace, and the only way we can resolve this matter would ask you kindly for make you rethink and take the matter out of court and let us have a peaceful resolution to the matter. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Thank you very much from that passionate message from Dr. Fuller. Family on the platform, I want to say thank you plenty. Una comments, una contribution is always welcome. Now the Then and Now Media Empire, as I say, tomorrow we'll get a weekend review. We'll get one of the flag bearer of the APC party for the 2023 presidential election. Alaji Chief Tonkla Bangura go there with ERP Thomas when I social media commentator. Then go there for can talk about a week.
Now we go join the program tomorrow, definitely.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. And also next Saturday,
I will join the program tomorrow.
We'll get Thomas more content next Saturday. We na a CSO na Sierra Leone, and we don't know the controversies surrounding CSOs and all which they go now. We can't help explain to we all. And on that note, I want to tell my guests today, thank you plenty, Madam Mayatu Kamara, Madam Cassandra K. Tommy, and Madam Fatima Conte, then Dr. Vinod Fuller. I want to thank you plenty. May God bless you now. And may God make what you stand for, una succeed. Una thank you in that regard. I want to tell family all tata. Bye-bye, good night. God bless you all. God bless you.
Good night. Bye.
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 Bye, Mara.